Welcome to the latest episode of Cut Through the Chase with myself and the myth, the man, the legend,
the old
Aaron Davis.
Aaron.
Yeah, we are.
Hey, what we're going to talk about today is people will follow your soul before they'll follow your goal. And I'm noticing that a lot in the marketplace. A lot of people are getting tired. I noticed, Diego, with you guys too. Remember back in the years where you'd be thumping, Aaron, tell them that I'm number one. Now it's about your soul. It's about who you are in your business, right? So you've transitioned on from being number one because of your profile, right? It's not as important anymore.
It's not as important anymore. It's part of it. It's part of the process, right? You
It
need
is.
to start, and it's, you know, the collage. I still see all my words. Look at that, the table. I need to get a bigger table. I don't have the ones on the walls. Those ones go on the bed, but the glass ones are nice. But all of that, it's in the past. And I think if you keep getting stuck at that, you're going to be lacking in other parts of your life.
Correct. So it's the soul, right? People, what you are speaks so loudly, I cannot hear what you say. When you've got to tell someone how good you are, it's like that's that imposter syndrome. Going, why is he pushing? Why he's so good? Like, who is he as a person? They list with the person, then they list with the brand. Anyway, yeah.
But the problem is that a lot of time, this is not a criticism. We're trying to be uplifting in our podcast. Sometimes I see it from the outside, and that the audio does not match the video. People say they don't care, but then they do care. And I always been saying, I care about being number one. I want to be number one. That was my goal. And, you know, then you almost lose everything. And then you go like, well, that's no longer my goal. And now I'm very vocal around that. It's like, if whatever I am, I'm okay. Our team is number one in my head because we are the best at what we do. The rest doesn't matter.
It follows.
Because you see, you lie to yourself before you lie to others.
Oh.
That's something I said a couple of days ago, and it got stuck. And I'm sure somebody said this before me, so it's not like I'm trying to create a quote. But
no, that's good. Yeah, isn't that true? I'm sitting here sinking in my seat, going, "I lie to myself all the time."
Yeah. Well, but that's the thing. It's a human thing, right? But when you apply to your business, where am I even going with this? When you apply to your business, it's easy to live in a bubble within your head, and people can see that. And I think a genuine vendor can see that. A decent person can see that you're driven by something more than just good intention. Yeah. And I've been guilty for that for a long time, by the way. So I'm not like a saint here. It's like, you are sinners. Sinners. No. Until 6 months ago, I was one of the sinners. I had one goal, and all of that where things change, right? Life changes. You mature, I think. You mature.
Well, there's a life you live with, and then there's a life you learn with, and once you've learned, then you start living that life, right?
Correct.
So that's maybe we're just getting too old, Diego.
Man, I'm only 40, so I'm okay with where I am. Cut to the chase. We'll see you next week. Thank you so much for all watching. Always give us a review, a like, a subscribe, or a share. We'll appreciate that. It's free. Thank you.
Give us a call.